Hi guys. So
Yeah.
sorry for technical difficulties. We had microphones not working, devices not working. Yeah.
I just want to go on record saying I was here the whole time.
It's way to go, a record. Don't come for us.
Wait, do you hear Danny?
Danny, say something. No, we don't hear Danny again.
Yeah, about to say I don't hear you. I hear you from the room, but I don't hear you on the live.
Oh yeah.
Danny's having a I'm better than everyone, so I upgraded my iOS issues.
Well, while we wait for Danny, let's give some shout outs to people in the chat. I see the real E double. I've never seen you before, so hi, welcome to our chat. E
Welcome,
Money
welcome.
Kicks, Black Ass African, McFly, OTB, BX. I see Shell.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Hola,
Mr. Laced
people.
Up, Rice Goat, Black Ass African,
J Jeff.
Oh, my
Hi
face
Frank
guys.
working, right?
A, Hey Ho Hey,
Hi guys. I'm hella laced.
Miss DMV, T Jack.
Word, you gonna introduce yourself?
Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's Word Customs, your favorite customizer. Maybe not your favorite customizer. Either way, I love it.
And I'm Danny, aka Caramel Wonder, aka Hype Bay. You know where to find me. And let's get
AKA Tie
into
Dye
it.
Queen. Own your new nickname.
Yes,
Own
tie
it.
dye queen. I be doing some
So
things.
we're gonna start the show off with a little bit of spiciness. On Friday, Jada Pinkett Smith decided she was gonna bring herself to the red table for some healing, and the internet is still undefeated at this point. So, Bay, you want to talk about the debacle,
Oh,
and I will cue up the screen to show you some of the memes. So,
oh, you mean the entanglement?
the
Look,
entanglement.
The
we've all had an entanglement or
entanglement.
two.
Yes. So if you haven't watched it, you probably should go back and watch it. It's on at Facebook, the Red Table Talk, where basically Jada Pinkett brings people to the table and they have a discussion about things that are going on in their life and try to get some healing or understanding of it. So she had to bring herself and her husband, Nate, or whatever they're calling themselves these days, to the table to discuss what has been going on in the media. You know, Black Twitter has been dragging themselves with the memes. So it has been a very eventful meme weekend.
All those was to focus with
Where
these memes.
August Alsina basically, outed that he was tangled up with Jada Pinkett. I mean, who doesn't love Jada Pinkett? Who wouldn't love to get next to Jada Pinkett? But apparently, he said that he had Will's blessing. So that led to them bringing themselves to the table to have a discussion about it. Now, so many things to unpack here. I watched it this morning. Um,
Yo, Ella, we're not gonna discuss this and watch these memes the whole time.
I watched it this morning. It was about 13-minute, you know, dishing of, I guess, the minds. And what I got from it basically is, in my own opinion, that Jada's pretty much a predator. And Will was up there looking like, I can't believe this heifer got me out here looking crazy. Why she ain't keep this under wraps? So, like I said, what I got from it, my own opinion, I don't know about anyone else's. I feel like Jada was basically a predator. August Alsina was a very damaged man. He had a lot going on with his health, a lot from his past with molestation, his relationship with his mom. And this is just things that I listened to from his own testimony in the interview he had with Angela Yee. He lost his brother, he lost his sister, became a parent at a very young age of three young girls. And he went to Jada and Will for, I guess, guidance, so per se, because they're always injecting themselves as far as in people's lives as far as them trying to help, which can be a good thing. But it turns out it was a little bit messy this time around. So he went to Jada and Will for, healing help. And I feel as though that Jada took advantage of him because he was very damaged, and she was damaged herself, or so she said. She had things going in her life where she wasn't feeling good about herself, and that kind of led to them being in a relationship.
Hold on, you mean entanglement?
Yeah, entanglement in her words.
Don't put words in her mouth, okay? She said entanglement.
So, all of it's a bit strange. Again, like I said, these are my speculations. Everyone knows that they appeared very friendly in years in the past. Jada and August Alsina. August Alsina did just have the album release, so it's very coincidental that the album came out the day before the interview with Angela Yee came out. And now, Black Twitter was dragging them for Phil, so now they got to bring themselves to the, red table to clean up the mess. Do I think Jada is a predator? Yeah, because she kind of took advantage. It's like a therapist taking advantage of their patient and sleeping with them, knowing that they were damaged and they're there to help.
How old is August?
28, I believe.
Probably about, because I think he became a parent at 26 when his sister died.
Right.
But do I think she was a bit selfish in her using Tim for her own self-healing? Yes. Do I think she's a bit manipulative? Yes. Looking at the interview, the way she uses a lot of words to kind of deflect what actually is going on, I feel as though that she finds the way to make herself look good and not own her own SHIT. Do I think that Will and Jada are very good at being a united front, as far as them both being loyal to their brand, to their union, or it could be an entanglement of both just to keep that facade going? I don't know. Like I said, it's a lot to unpack here. I mean, what do you guys think about it?
Well, so here's the thing is, when something like this happens and we're still in a time of where we're supposed to be in quarantine, so people are gonna make this some type of entertainment to them, which is why all these memes come out. But I, after watching the Red Table, I went back and honestly, to me, before all of this even came out, I felt like Will and Jada's relationship was kind of relationship goals. But when you watch this Red Table talk, you kind of see that it's not all a front, but it's a front, because they came out and made a statement saying that they transitioned from a marriage to a life partnership. So I'm confused. Isn't a marriage a life? Aren't they one in the same? And to them, it seems like, no, it's not one in the same. It's totally different. I think to them, it's like another term of, we have an open relationship, which is fine. If that's what works for you guys, that's what works for you guys. But I think that Jada, she danced around the issue. And she wanted to use all these big words, all these positive terms, but really, you cheated on your husband. You can't say we broke up. You're married.
Is it? Can you mess with other people during a separation? Is that considered cheating? Is it considered adultery if you're legally separated to then have relations with someone else?
Were they legally separated, or were they separated?
They said they were separated. We don't know the legalities of it all if they filed papers, which they probably didn't, because then that'll become public knowledge, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so.
Right.
But the timeline of legal separation, isn't that a year or more?
Yes. They have to be legally separated for 1 year.
You have to be separated for a year in order to file for divorce in most states. But, once you do the paperwork, you're separated legally from that time you do the paperwork, I assume. But from the beginning, it's been said, or it's been rumored that they're swingers or whatever. And when she said the partnership, I kind of get it. It's how me and Danny kind of feel about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Could Jay-Z really pull a Beyonce? Does she need to be with him? No, but they're pretty much both at the top of their category. So two power people have to link together to make a power couple. It's a business transaction, and you do what you do in the dark. You don't let it. You don't embarrass the other, because then that doesn't keep your business arrangement going strong, but you have to keep a united front, which is what it seems like. It
Mhm.
definitely in that video seemed like Will was hurt and trying to hold back, like he was just like, damn, like we agree we wouldn't embarrass each other. Now you got me out here looking crazy, and all I can do is roll with what you're saying, because
Right.
that's pretty much it.
But
And
I
then the
mean,
whole back and forth thing about you got me, now I'm gonna get you back, and like that it got weird. It got weird at that point for
he was
me.
definitely
Like you
serious
don't
about
joke
that.
about it. Like I'm gonna get you back. Like when you thought I went to the supermarket.
Yeah, like wait,
chill,
what?
after
You
that,
know
like,
you've been cheating.
Because like everyone knows there was speculation that they were swingers. So, but it from what I've seen, because I was trying to Google to find out any messy situations with Will, and pretty much you can't find anything. Whereas now you got this big blow up with the Jada, so it's like, bro, you got us out here looking crazy. Like people already know that we got like this, taboo way of living, and now you got us out here looking crazy. But Jada is one to Jada has said herself that she's not getting divorced. So Will has been divorced. So I think is he trying to hold on to that united front, their brand, their marriage to make them still look good?
Mhm.
Are they dependent upon one another? Like I said, is it all entangled in one? Like, are they two very damaged people that are just willing to stay together to make it look good?
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they got kids together, they got business together. So, why not just be really good roommates and, do your own thing? But like, I mean, it's their business, but when you're a celebrity, it's everybody's business. But, I don't just don't try to clean it up like, oh, we were separated and now, this and it wasn't that and da 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 da. And like
Right.
August, she was saying about August saying, Will gave permission. I guess I understand where she was coming from. Basically, August didn't want to be put out there like he's a homewrecker. Like he was
Right.
just doing it, messing
Right.
with a married woman, even though he was, like it
Right.
wasn't some, crazy situation.
And,
But
and,
it's
and like Q said, Jada clearly said, I wanted to feel good. So, Will getting up there in age and maybe he can't swing like he used to. And she wanted some young tenderoni. Just admit it. It is what
Mhm.
it is.
Yeah, and,
right. I think
and for her to go on her own platform, right, and for people to be able to see right through her, like in any other situation, you feel like she's being transparent, but in this situation, you definitely felt like she was protecting herself. Like
right.
that's all I felt. I didn't feel like
Mhm.
she was protecting her kids, her family, her mom, her daughter, Will. Like she was just protecting herself.
She was straight up James Brown all over that stage. Like, I was like, wait, she deflecting like a mug. Deflecting like a mug. Like, she
Mhm.
really just putting all these words out here to confuse you. Like, just own it. You slipped up.
Right.
You fell in love and it got out, and now you got to clean it up.
Yeah.
These memes. Yeah, but like Miss DMV was saying, yeah, I don't think like it's not like a cheating situation. Like clearly they've probably been doing whatever they want to do. They've probably been doing it together. Like who knows what they've been doing? Like that's their own business. But now that it's out to light and everybody's talking about it, like what? So what are they mostly upset with? Are they upset that she quote unquote took advantage of August, or that she quote unquote cheated on Will, or like what is the
From
biggest issue?
I
from me
don't know that people
scouring
are upset.
from me scouring the pits of Twitter and Facebook, people are upset about her being a married woman who took this boy in who's
Mm.
essentially like her son's age and was supposed to be helping him heal, and you took advantage of his broken state and
Mm.
got entangled into this relationship with him.
I mean, I feel like all right, I get it. He was going through sickness and all of this, but I mean, I feel like he's old enough to make his own decision. One, who wouldn't want to mess around with Jada? Like, I mean, it's an ideal situation. It might look bad, and maybe it was fragile. But maybe they both helped each other get through something they needed to get through, and that's why they
We
now went
don't.
their separate ways. But at the same time, now is this really a big problem because it's a woman doing it, with a man? Like, if it were Will who did this, would it be so frowned upon? Because
Like
I
Miss
think,
DMV said, have we heard about Will? How many women Will has bagged? And we haven't, which
Yeah,
made
right,
and
him
that's why I
being
mentioned
good,
that earlier.
right? Being good at what he was supposed to do. Yes, everyone has speculated that they've had that type of relationship, and it seems as though Will has kept whoever his confidants are in line. Whereas Whereas now one of hers have slipped up and spilled the beans.
You know what? I think the only thing I ever
Yeah.
heard about Will Smith was that, and I can't remember when, that he messed around with the chick from Fast and the Furious. The
Oh,
one,
yes.
the one with the one when they were in Florida with Tyrese, and she was undercover agent and the
Yes,
girlfriend of
yes.
the dude. I heard that was it Eva Mendes?
I
Is that her name?
forgot about that. Yes.
Or
I
something
think
like
so.
that. But yeah, that's the only thing I ever heard about him during their marriage, pretty much. But I don't know. I can't call it. They grown. Do what you gonna do.
Right, okay. But I said it's made one hell of a weekend for memes.
Oh,
You know,
it
memes is
has.
lit. I just want to know what kind of programs these people have because they be quick with it. Like,
Right. Like they don't play.
right, at all. But I mean, it definitely seems like Jada runs this relationship because, like, even in the beginning when they got together, he would always say like how when they got together and she was like, if we get married, like there ain't no divorce. I don't do divorce, and you ain't gonna be playing around because he told her what he did with his ex-wife or whatever. So
A lot, Ms. Denby. She said, Ms. Denby Soul said, and how many couples do the breakup and makeup? A lot of them. A lot of them.
right, it's a part like they said, it's a part of life. It's it's their business. If they could ride it out, like you could respect it for riding it out. I think so. Yeah, like when they said that was awkward as hell too. Like bad marriage for life. Like we're not gonna be singing that. But,
Well, I think they were just making fun of the fact that people are trying to like get into their marriage and dissect whatever it is they decide. Just my personal opinion, I don't care what they do. They ain't hurting me. They ain't hurting. As far as I know, they're not hurting their family. Like they're
Right.
we don't know yet.
The kids are already kind of screwed up. I don't know if that's a product of whatever they're doing behind their doors. They're a little weird. Not gonna lie, the kids are a little weird.
Ms. DMV, she raised a good question. She said, how many people take advantage of having knowledge of a broken couple to manipulate their way in? August knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah, he did know he was doing. Like I said, the timing of this is all a little bit questionable. That's why I raised that question. Hey, he just dropped an album, then boom, he does this interview with Angela Yee, and now he's streaming like crazy.
She said it happened a while ago.
Yeah, but the interview with Angela Yee was actually a preface to talk about his documentary and his album, of course. But I think, like, for one, he knew what he was doing in the relationship. I think. Did she take advantage? Absolutely. But he knew what he was doing. However, he also knew what he was doing when he said that during the interview. Like, he had to know there was going to be some type of blowback. Hey, Kev.
Right.
Yeah. So
and it definitely helped push the album sales.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because it's been a while since he's released anything.
Any music.
Oh yeah.
And it's a 27-track album.
Oh yeah. It definitely seemed like he smashed Angela Yee. I'm just saying.
Oh, right. Well, they were talking about a situation. I mean, we don't know for sure, but it did seem it because they were talking about. He was saying when he was younger and he first came out, he was just around here showing his dick pics to anybody. He said he was young, dumb, and full of cum, as he said. So I mean, he might have just smashed her. He probably was smashing everything moving then.
I mean, he admitted to smashing anything.
He admitted it.
Yeah, he said the Lord blessed him, and he's gonna bless the world.
And Angela Yee definitely backed up the fact that he's blessed. Okay,
he is sheriff of the loineth.
Bruh, Danny, get out.
All right, we don't want all the guys to start clicking off.
Right.
They're like,
talking about loins?
They're like, I'm out. But look, anybody in this chat says they want to take the opportunity to get at Jada with Will or without Will is a lie. Because also there was remember, I don't know who watched Hawthorne, but there was talks that that's why Mark Anthony and J-Lo had it out because supposedly Jada was messing with Mark Anthony when they were filming that show.
That was a good show.
Which is why also I think it didn't come back because of that situation. There was talks going on that she was messing with Mark Anthony and gonna leave Will. So she's had a couple of situations, whereas Will, like I said, I can only remember the one.
Will said, clean up on aisle 3, honey. Fix it.
Yeah, I can't with these memes. Are you about done with these memes?
No,
dead.
Danny sent me a lot of them.
I'm dead. Yo, Hawthorne was the shit. For real.
Right, Miss DMV, exactly. I think
Right.
there's a level of shame on her part, not because of the fact that it happened, but the fact that we all found out,
Right. But what
and
is
she
there? I mean,
hasn't walked back to denial.
if you're separated, what is there to be ashamed about? Like, is it the fact that they were like he was staying with them and it made it seem more like he was family and that she smashed? Like, if they wouldn't have been living together and they would have just been seen out in LA or something, would it have been better?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It is what it is. And then, like I said, I think it's more so a woman thing. Like, if it were reversed, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. Like, people probably don't remember with Matt Damon. If I'm not mistaken, Matt Damon left his wife for the nanny. So people do what they want. When you rich, you're gonna deal with a lot.
Yep.
At the
is
end of the
true.
day, y'all still better paid than everybody making the memes.
How you doing? Okay.
Bae, you want to talk about the versus battle?
You said me?
Yeah. Well, all of us, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So there was one with Fab and Jada Kiss. I don't know how many people tuned in, but I did. I was in midterm.
Too.
Matter of fact, I was outside grilling and we had this playing on the computer. I think people definitely were. Well, I from jump said I knew Kiss was gonna smash because I mean I love both, but I knew Kiss was gonna smash. But I think the Fab that showed up to that battle was not the Fab that people was gonna.
Yeah, it was
to show up.
Weird, kind of.
So I think I definitely think that Kiss won that. Kiss was lit. He was drunk. He was wilding. But it was a party. It was a party.
Yeah. We got the dollar store. We got the dollar store Fab when we needed the Tarjay Fab.
Hello.
I was like, bro, you have so many other hits. Why are you doing all these features? And like, what is going on? I was so mad. Because like you can't tell me through the majority of the 2000s you weren't listening to Fab and Little Mo on every single track. Like,
right.
It was the Fab and Little Mo show.
Yep.
I'm like, bruh. Because Kiss had that period of quiet when it was like the transition from Bad Boy to Rough Rider and all that battle stuff. So Fab has tracks on tracks on tracks.
I don't know. I think he didn't come with the cannons loaded. He came with the BB gun, and Kiss came with the shotty like, yo, I'm about to set it off. But it was a good battle nonetheless. But the new versus battle or the new rumors or talks of is T.I. and 50. Now T.I. called 50 out like, yo, what it do? 50 resorting to his usual 50 self, creating memes and talking hella smack. But what y'all think? I'm not a big Tip fan. Like, I don't listen to a lot of his music. Now, I was on 50 heavy. I was a 50 heavy track spinning person. But what do y'all think about it? What y'all think? Y'all think 50 gonna bite, or y'all think 50 gonna do what 50 do and just sit back and create memes?
50 about his he about his business. So I feel like if it ain't making him money, it don't make sense. I mean, Power Book 2 is coming out in September. It would be a good lead up to. I don't know. I feel like it's a very evenly matched battle because they both have like club bangers and they both have like trap music type, so to say. So I think it would be very, very level playing field. A lot of people probably don't really like listen to T.I.'s music like that, like in depth, but he got some bangers.
That's why I couldn't fairly weigh in on this because I listened to 50 heavily, whereas Tip, I didn't listen to a lot of his stuff. It just not that it wasn't good. It's just I don't know. I just never tuned into his stuff. But for me, looking on Facebook and me looking on Twitter, and a lot of people are like weighing on Tip's side of the boat, where 50 doing the usual 50. He want to create memes and talk hella smack. Like, when you want to show up to this table, put up a shut up.
Because you were team Ludacris probably when T.I. was putting out bangers.
Yes, I was.
Luda was in the South.
I was in the club throwing bows. There I was.
Bruh.
I know.
I watch ATL every time it comes on. I'm Team Tip.
You only watch that show because of Lauren London with her
This is
non-acting self.
facts. If she
Just a
doesn't
pretty
have to act,
face,
she
but she
just
can't
sits
act.
there. Look, I don't
No,
care
she
if she.
cannot.
I don't care if she can't read a book. Okay, she can just be on screen.
So what? Her dimples ain't better than mine, though.
Facts.
I didn't realize there was categories of dimples.
There is.
There's only one, mine.
Okay, where do you want to talk about the jerseys?
The what?
The
jerseys.
jerseys.
Oh, the NBA. I'm like jerseys. Yeah, so NBA is coming back into full effect as far as I have seen. They're supposed to be coming back on July 30th with their Orlando bubble, if I'm not mistaken. People have already started heading out and everything. And I came across an article today, of course. As always, it has to be circled around LeBron. So apparently the NBA is allowing, or they're allowing teams to put messages, I guess, where their names will be on the jersey, to put messages on the back of the jerseys. They have given approved messages that are allowed. Hella has it up on the screen, the different things that you can put up there that would go above your name. LeBron, along with 17 other people up to this point, have opted out of doing it. LeBron's feelings were, he's been advocating, and he would have liked to have been a part of the process. I didn't find out what the process was as far as picking what can go on these jerseys, like how they pick these things, but he said he would like to be a part of the process, and he had some things he would have liked to put on the back of the jersey as opposed to the ones that they're giving them to choose from. And I guess he feels like since his, opinion wasn't needed, or anybody's opinion wasn't needed, that he doesn't want to do it. But as of Wednesday, it was stated that 285 out of 350 players have picked their messages that they're going to have on their jerseys. 17 people, which includes LeBron, have opted to have no message. And the deadline is actually tomorrow for people to pick their message. So I guess that has to be pre-approved. They were giving a couple people. I know Chris Paul, he said he's going to put equality on the back of his jersey because, it's the thing that stands out the most. He's like, until we have, equality in, race and gender,
Right,
and economically, like he said, basically that's the best statement to, just be so broad as to what we need to be doing to move forward. They're also going to allow players to have it in different languages. So, I mean, we're going to see what happens. I was wondering when I was reading this, I'm wondering, I know the NBA does a lot of things when it comes to like Black Lives Matter movements and stuff like that. But I'm wondering if like some other companies, are they just falling in line because they know who supports these sports,
right.
or are they genuinely doing it? I did also see that they're going to, all the shooting shirts are going to have Black Lives Matter on it. So every team shooting shirt is going to have Black Lives Matter, and they're also going to have Black Lives Matter somewhere on the court. Like, I guess maybe on the floor. So I guess that's going to be a staple in the whole series of the NBA coming back. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
I get it. They kind of took the stance like what Starbucks did. Basically, they don't want people just putting whatever on their work uniform. Essentially, your uniform on the court is your work uniform. Like Starbucks, their T-shirt is their work uniform. I get it. You want to have everybody kind of be uniform as far as what you put out there. I would like to have seen them, take some input from the players since it's going to be on their backs. But again, like it's your employer, so I guess you kind of gotta either go with it or not go with it.
Right. Yeah, it's basically like I was gonna say, basically you gotta have it in a uniform. Like obviously they have to approve it, but I feel like they could have had a way where people could have picked what they want and they could approve it prior. Like they had this deadline to pick. They could have had a deadline for them to submit what they want to put, because I feel like somebody like a J.R. Smith would have probably had anything matters on the back of his jersey with some dumb shit. Like people would put like outlandish shit, but no.
That's the point that I was gonna make is like, if you give them the freedom to choose something, it's probably going to be something that's way out of pocket, probably not appropriate for the masses. And like we were talking about before, about how, the whole reason, well, not the whole reason why Curry switched from Nike to Under Armour is because he wasn't able to put his messages that he'd like to put on his shoe, on his Nike shoe, but he was able to do it with his Under Armour shoe. And so, Nike is its own brand at the end of the day. So I can kind of understand the fact that, just because Curry had his certain beliefs doesn't mean that those are the beliefs that, Nike holds.
Right.
I mean, I would hope that, these NBA players, they are grown men, grown adults, that they would, you know, put something that is, appropriate and not too offensive, but still get their point across on what they stand for. So it would have been nice for them to, maybe the teams could have gotten together. You had a team meeting, and then and everyone had their input, and then you guys as a team pick something that you can kind of, throw in a hat, and then everyone pick, what would be their input, their contribution, and then you take all of those teams, what they came up with, and then you all guys sit at the round table and say, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And then throw the ideas out there, and then hopefully the two sides of the table could agree on something. But again, that's their employer, so they got to flex that right. Like, you know what? I'll write your check, and this is what you can pick from, and that's it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a conversation had. Like, I mean, I love LeBron, but we all know he can be a bit of a diva. So I wonder if he had a conversation with them, or it was just like, "Oh, you telling me what I could put? Nah, I'm straight."
Probably was that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know he had his house vandalized with racial slurs, and he's been, like he said, he's been doing it. I guess maybe you feel away when you've been doing it, and then it's like, oh, y'all see, it's the new wave, so now y'all want to jump on board. But I mean, if they're gonna put it out there, take that platform and use it. I mean, who better to use it than LeBron?
But I feel like with the heat that is being applied and the pressure, everybody, all the businesses, all the masses are trying to do something to show that they care, even if they really don't, just so that they don't get the heat of not saying something about it. So is it genuine? I don't know.
Unless you're the NFL and you just feel like you don't got to do anything.
I mean, at least the NFL show you who they really are. They're like, we ain't getting involved. We ain't doing it. Nope.
Look, we're gonna give you the Black National Anthem, and then for the first week only, and you take that and go ahead with it.
We ain't asked for none of that. Facts.
Look,
we ain't asked for none of that. We don't care about y'all painting on these streets. We don't care about you taking Aunt your mama off the pancake box.
Right.
We don't care about Uncle Ben's disappearing. Can we get some change? We ain't screaming about this stuff. That's minuscule to what we're working toward.
Right.
Well,
like what they're doing. Oh, good.
Well, it reminded me that Danny brought up the fact that they're changing labels and all this other stuff. But there's bands out there that are now changing their names. So Lady Antebellum, they're a country music group. They're now Lady A. And the Dixie Chicks are now just the Chicks because they took Dixie out of their name. Like, you've been the Dixie Chicks my entire life, and now all of a sudden you want to become the Chicks because you feel like it's politically correct now.
They're doing anything. They're doing anything to try to shut you up. Like L'Oreal is taking certain words out of their branding. Like, we don't care. Guess what? We rocking with Fenty anyway. And now we got Tayana. We don't care.
Mm-hmm. Just like them taking master out of master bedroom.
Yeah, now was it primary bedroom or something?
I don't know. It's like defining any and everything but what is the real problem to take care of.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get it. It's like, hey, we're going to start serving fried chicken at McDonald's because we love you guys. Like, no, this is not the stuff we want. Like, this is going to do random stuff until people get fed up with it. Like, just stop.
Right.
To distract you from the matter at hand.
Like, how about give Kaepernick a job?
So now we're gonna go to our sneaker corner. We have quite a bit of things to discuss. The first of which is Ronnie Fetch. Is that how you say his name?
Ronnie Five.
Ronnie
Five. Is it Five? I don't know if it's Five or Five.
We don't know. Anyways, he has a collab coming out with Kith, and he has a collab also with Converse, right? Yeah, Converse. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just wanted to cover this real quick.
Yeah.
I love Looney Tunes. This is a part of my childhood. And then also me and Word were talking about it. Was this the cartoon short that was supposed to?
If I'm not mistaken, so Saturday he did a Saturday morning cartoon preview where he was going to be talking to a couple of people who had involvement in the Looney Tunes cartoon itself, if I'm not mistaken. And he also aired a 7 minute or some, I don't know if he put the time, but he aired a cartoon short where he became a cartoon. Basically to, go back and emulate, like, we all remember Saturday morning cartoons and how great it was. He did it at 11 o'clock on Saturday. And the launch of all the clothing is actually going to be tomorrow on their Monday capsule at 11. So good luck with that, because Monday capsules sell out like nobody's business. And with Looney Tunes, you better just pick the thing you think nobody's going to want. I mean, I love the collabs he has. And I know when you do a collab, obviously you're going to have to pay some like royalties. So I don't know what the nature of that is financially. I do know his stuff is highly priced, like $75 for a regular t-shirt. It's like on certain collabs I'll go for it because I love, like, he gets the best collabs, like, like he'll get stuff nobody else can get, Coca-Cola and crazy stuff. And I definitely want that Taz shirt. Such a pretty penny, man. Like I think the varsity jacket is like $5.95.
$500?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good.
The hoodie's probably like $150. I mean, if you go to Kith now, they have the whole lookbook up and they tell you the pricing. But I mean, it's a lot of dope stuff. I mean, the most reasonable thing is the Converse. I think they're $125.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm not paying that much for. I know there are people who are, but me personally, I'm not.
I mean, anybody who's in the resale game, I know everybody got extra money. It's definitely a good flip because Kith stuff sells. Yeah. Especially the t-shirts, but it's expensive unless you really love it. Like I said, I've loved Taz. I mean, it's my initials. And, I'll probably try to catch the Taz shirt for $75, even though I don't want to pay that. I'll try to catch it and hopefully don't hit, and then I can not be mad that I didn't hit. But that'll be the one I hit on. It's like $75 for the shirt plus $30 shipping.
So
I'm gonna take my ass right to Walmart and get that Tweety t-shirt.
Right, exactly, for like $10, or the $12.99 graphic tees from Target. So I say this almost. Hey, what the sneaks? I say this almost every episode when we do this sneaker corner. Is I look for lists, any kind of list that involves sneakers. I am your girl. So when I was looking, I found an article that said the hottest sneaker of 2020 period. No argument. Well, to this person, was the Jordan 1 Dior's.
Did they say what they based that off of?
They did not. But hey, sister. But it was like the definitive, like this is the hottest sneaker. But it's just like there was so much hype about it. They're so limited. They're expensive, and it's just like, wait, how is this? First of all, 2020 is not even over. So how can it be?
What other shoe? Sneaker? They got 5 million entries. So I guess they're gonna go with that.
But I mean, they're gonna get that because everybody was trying to buy it for the flip.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's fair.
But I mean, there's probably been a lot. So I'm gonna assume if they're saying it's the hottest shoe, there have been other shoes that have been highly sought after for the flip that didn't have 5 million entries and were that's got to be the most expensive shoe we've seen to date to release. So if 5 million people entered to pay $2,000 for a shoe, and there's an off-white that came out that's $190, and 5 million people didn't enter, that says something about the shoe.
I mean, it's a nice shoe.
Am I gonna spend that much? Pay $190 for is gonna but an off-white is gonna, you pay $190 for it and you're gonna flip it for what, maybe $1,500, where you get this Dior, you pay $2,000 for it and you flip it for $18,000. Of course everybody's gonna try to go do that.
Right, exactly.
$18,000.
Right. Whoever saved their stimulus money, that's where it went.
Or something.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but the hard part of that is because then it's obviously that shoe was super, super exclusive. So $2,000 is a lot, but once you get it in hand, who was it? Somebody was talking about it like that. If they were to hit, they don't know if they would be able to let it go. Was it Kev? I think it was Kev. Because it's like once you get it in hand, it's like, yeah, I could get, you know, a good 10 racks off of this, but also this is a shoe that maybe 30 people will have, or you'll never see anybody with this on unless it's like somebody like 2J's. So, you know, it makes you want to keep it. That's always my dilemma. Like when I get something, you know, super hype, like the Unions, the Travis Ones, it's like, oh, it's a shoe that everybody couldn't get, but now I can get, you know, 50 times the amount I paid for it. It's like that sneakerhead dilemma of loving shoes and wanting to make money.
True. But that was a flip period.
I mean,
but
half the people that were trying to cop those were probably just copping it just to hug the block in anyway.
yeah.
Right.
Or
You
to,
see those flex pictures and then it's up for
pictures,
sale.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Flex and then yeah. Okay.
There's gonna be pictures on the roof with your feet dangling.
I have.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear y'all.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go back and come back in real quick? Oh, she can't even hear me say that.
Right. Like, get your own ass out. Can you see the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Right. So here's my list. This is Esquire's top 10 sneakers of spring/summer.
And I'm back.
Esquire.
Can you hear me?
Back.
I can hear.
Okay. So we're going over the top 10 sneakers of summer/spring according to Esquire. Now they didn't put this in any order, so I'm literally just posting the shoes on the screen as I saw them in the article. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't read the article. You know, I just look at the shoes. So I don't know why this is on here, but hey. So this is the first shoe you see in the article. Would I put it in a top 10?
No, I know what shoe it is. Is it a collab?
No.
No.
No, it's not.
So this is the favorite. I'm looking at the article. It's the one that Steve Jobs loved to wear.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I always want to mimic my sneaker collection after Steve Jobs.
Right. He didn't just wear them. He also played a huge part in their creation. This latest sees an upgrade in the form of a base. We don't care about cushioning and or endurance rubber. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, it's probably a pretty good shoe. Like as far as you know, it's a dad shoe. It's probably one of the most popular shoes amongst the millionaires.
Right.
Possibly. Well, they could buy so many other shoes with their millions, but hey, let's buy New Balance.
You gotta spend with the people who reinvest.
True. Nike teamed up with legendary artist Todd Bertrude and Sean Cleaver of Strangelove Skateboards for this one-of-a-kind colorway to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I love
they went crazy on this one.
This is on our
one that
list.
I won't have. Yeah, it's they lined up around the corners for days for these.
True, Miss DMV.
And that like transparent pink sole. Oh my lord.
Oh, does it have like confetti bottom? I think, or like sprinkles or something under. I can't remember.
So. Either that or on the sole.
But it's got that velvet. What is that velvet? It's beautiful.
These are the Adidas Original by Craig Green Polka Dot.
I like the green.
Oh, no, Polka. My bad. What the hell is wrong with me today?
Is that a reused tire?
No.
It's probably hella comfy.
It fuses experimental design elements with functionality. We saw this sole in a Adidas shoe last year, I believe. I bought the shoe, put it on, and took it right back because I thought the shoe looked cool, but it was super heavy, and the shoe itself was super hard, and it just it wasn't comfortable. It looked cool, but it wasn't comfortable at all.
Gotcha.
And then we just talked about these ones. Let's see what
they
say.
Literally, you can just get a light gray one and send it to my boy Econ. He'll put that Dior on the swoosh for you for the low. Like
that part.
I don't even think we have to explain why this is on the list, but you know.
What is that? Is that
this is the Fear of God. Chuck. Yeah. I mean, super basic.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
not
they were
feeling
lined
this.
up for at the mall. At the mall, they were lined up at PacSun. I assume
They
this is what it
were.
was for.
And why?
It's a certain type of person. Like, not to knock, like, I mean, his clothes are super basic. I think he's trying to go somewhere with that, the whole essentials thing. I don't get it. I'm not paying $90 for some sweats that I can make myself. That's just me.
First of all, Converse is not
Uh,
comfortable.
Bay's getting hit by the skip internets.
Right. Like, she got that Nelly Riley.
Hush.
Bruh.
That part, yeah, E-Money could do that. Turn the light smoke into a Dior custom. If I had them.
Maybe
I didn't get them either, so don't feel bad.
I don't like shoes with pony hair on them or whatever they call this.
Yeah. I mean, how are these on the list? I feel like they were kind of a flop, just like the Sixes.
Super
Sneaker
flop.
Politics Sixes.
Super. Number 7.
What is this? This is a Converse Sakai?
It's a no.
This is a Converse X the Soloist All-Star Disrupt CX.
Next.
It's got a lot of words in the title because it's trash.
The back though, that definitely was
that's a Sakai mimic.
Yes.
Now this is the only shoe I really like on this list. If I'm being honest. Bay only saying yes because she got him or whatever.
I do. This shoe, I wanted to try it out.
Me too. Just not this colorway.
They run a little small. I like this colorway. I think this is the only one that I did like.
Really?
Yeah. Is that like a teal? Is that like a blue on the front? I like it.
Yeah, like a blue and an orangey color.
Mm-hmm. If Foot Locker or East Bay women, somebody want to send us a pair to try out,
Mrs. Dennis said this list is terrible.
Oh, I love terrible lists.
What do you mean? These are the hottest shoes on the planet.
And last but not least.
Yes. I'm so mad about these. Everybody hated them until they released.
I seriously wanted to get this shoe and try it because I heard it's hella comfy. Casey Swoosh Life did a review, like a really good breakdown review on his YouTube channel, and he said the shoe is so like comfortable, like it's a pretty dope shoe. And like everybody was like, "Yo, it's trash." I mean, literally, it was called trash, but everyone was saying that it was trash, materials. And they didn't want it yet. They sold out, and then in my size, they're sitting at like $400 or $500. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
I wear a whole size 5.
They sold out, babe. I think the low top ones of these look a lot like the LeBron, so I would maybe attempt to get them. But I mean, this specific one, I don't really like high shoes that are soft material.
Can you highlight what Ms. DMV said about Demolition Man? That is so fucking accurate. Oh, John Spartan.
But yeah, the list was trash. I know, guys. You don't have to come for me. Like we're right here. I knew it would be trash, but it's a conversation. We can be like, oh no, what were they thinking? Again, this is from Esquire. I don't know what these people posting these articles is thinking.
Isn't Esquire usually about like clothing, men's fashion, or no?
Yes,
I thought so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stay in your lane, Esquire. Thank you.
Agreed. So now, actually, do you want to do your artist highlight, or do you want to save it for the end?
Yeah, we can do the artist highlight. So
Go
people
ahead.
can.
Instagram. Right.
So this week's artist highlight goes to the homie, Nard Got Soul, over in Houston, Texas. He took a little bit of a break to, for some mental health, which we all kind of need to do sometimes. And it's awesome that he, realized he needed to take a break and was able to step away. He is back now taking orders, getting prepared for football season that we hope to have. He does really awesome work. I mean, he's got like 85,000 followers. He's done stuff for Bun B, Paul Wall, a whole array of Houston people. He's infamous for the Houston Customs. He is a Cowboys fan, so that's always a bonus.
Yes.
He is an awesome dad of 6, 3 boys, 3 girls. I don't know how he does it with their pizza nights on Fridays. But he also has clothing, highlighting Black dads and being present. Like, I mean, he's a dope person. He's cool to talk to. You know what I'm saying? When I like, I've gone through previous situations when it came to customizing, and he's reached out to me and, always had kind words and motivational words. So, I mean, his work is clean. I know like Mr. Miller, he has a ton of customers for me, and he only deals with me and Nard. So, that says something to me right there. But definitely check out his work. He has a website, which we'll have in the description. He has, his shirts for sale. He's also a DJ. He's a jack of all trades. Like, he's not only making customs, he's DJing the events. Like, he does it all.
These are dope.
Yeah. But his shirts, like the bad life and like all that stuff, he's
that's dope.
That's awesome shit. Dope active father is his motto. Dope active father.
Yep.
Like, it's easy to be a father, but it's not as easy to be an active father. That's what a lot of people do not remember. Just because you send money every month doesn't make you a dope father.
Facts.
Be active.
Facts on facts.
So now we're getting into the nitty gritty of what the show is all about. And I am going to preface this by saying we have different views from every other person in the entire world on what support is. We know that there are so many factors that people view support as, but also we want to reiterate that to us and in our community, support is a verb. Now, support can be either a noun or a verb, but we are going to speak about it in the form of a verb. So,
yes,
what I gotta say, I don't know if Word or Danny has anything else to say before we start, but
roll that beautiful beam footage.
Who wants to start?
I thought you were starting.
I mean, I prefaced our
you prefaced it. You prefaced it so lovely. I thought you were just gonna roll with it.
I guess I'll go a little bit so that way I don't go into a whole rant.
Yeah, then I'll cut her off.
Yeah. Because anybody who's followed me has you had to have seen me posting things. Like, I mean, I've been posting going hard for Danny's tie-dye socks, and I try to support any of my friends who are doing anything. Like, I mean, if anybody support, like, even if you haven't supported me and you're my friend or I call you my friend, I try to support. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the only way for us to get anywhere is to support. Like, when I think about it, I look at like, other, and I don't want to even just like, I don't want to make it a race thing, but like, if you look at like the Jewish community, how they'll get together and they have their own communities and they support each other to keep their wealth in their community and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's what support should be for, your friends and your loved ones. Like, if you say you rock with me, it's like, it's 2 seconds to throw up a share or like, or whatever, because people think sometimes support is just buying something. Like, in actuality, if you buy something from me, that's one sale. But if you have, 100,000 followers and you post it, that might be 25 sales. So, just being active. If you say you rock with me, show me that you rock with me. Don't just say it to me, but you don't show it or, act on it.
Okay, so I'm going to insert myself real quick and add on to that. So, because I view the MatureKids as a brand, right? So the brand includes 3 different people. If you don't support one of the 3 people within our brand, that's okay. But come to me and say, hey, I don't fuck with Word or I don't fuck with Danny for whatever reason. That is your prerogative. But this, honestly, the MatureKids, I put so much time and effort into it. We all do. And so we put so much time and effort into it, and it means a lot when somebody just comments or when somebody reposts, or if somebody sends me a DM and they're like, hey, I really like this on the show this week, but I think you should add this, or I think you should do this. Like, where we're at right now and the things that we do on our show, a lot of it came from people who viewed the first couple of episodes and they were like, well, you should change this for this reason. And we did it and it's worked out. But I just feel like um people view support as something that could be a chore, and it's not a chore. Like it's really really simple to support somebody that who you truly fuck with, or who, if you believe in what they're doing. Like Danny Socks, we post about Danny Socks all the time because we see the work that goes into her socks. Like we hear her all the time cussing about how something didn't turn out, and Word has said many times that Danny will not sell something that she personally won't buy. And to put her all into it and not get support from the people who are closest to her, I think that would hurt her in the long run. Also, um I feel like if somebody's not willing to put themselves out there, how are you going to get, those people who don't know your name or know what you're doing to support you if you don't put yourself out there? And that's something that I have to learn because I'm a really shy person if I don't know you. So it's hard for me to go into somebody's DMs who I'm not really cool with, but they follow me, and to say, hey, can you repost this, show flyer? So that's something that I'm learning to do, and I can't expect people who don't really know about me or know who I am or know who I'm about to support me if I don't put myself out there.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely like I think it comes like you don't want the quote unquote thirst factor because there's so many things that are found like, oh, if I you feel like if you slide in someone's DMs and say, hey, can you repost this? Like it shouldn't be like like, oh yeah, sure, I didn't see it, but now that you're sending it to me, I can repost it. But I sometimes you feel like it goes to, oh man, look who's in my inbox begging me to share their show. That's like what I process in the back of my mind, which is why sometimes I am hesitant to reach out. Which like you said, we should put ourselves out there more, with
Yes.
hopes. But I guess I've had so many bad situations. It's like you're scarred. It's like being in an abusive relationship. Like you try to do something good and try to go about it a good way, and it backfires, and then you're just like, well, it is what it is. And like I mean, I'm a Cancer. My birthday's on Saturday, by the way. If you guys want to start getting your gifts together, I'm a very emotional person, so I take a lot of things personally that may not be personally, but that's just the emotion in me. So like when you see me ranting, like that means I actually care. Like if you don't see me talking about it, or if something like that, then it's a bigger problem. Like if I am saying something about it, that means I actually care and I'm actually hurt in the aspect that I'm not feeling supported, because it's crazy when you feel like you get more support from strangers than you do from friends and family.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, but also don't take my over support, like, because like I've been going so hard for Danny in my posts, saying she's the queen of the socks and da da da. And that's not to say anybody else who's doing something is trash. It's just to say that this is who I'm writing for, and I'm trying to build her up. So I'm just gonna go hard and make it like she's the best. Just like people will tell me like, oh, you're the best customizer. I have people who I think are better than me, or I look up to, let's say it that way. And so, I'm never going to think I'm like, better than anybody, but, you got to go hard for the people that you care about to get them, we got to build each other up.
Yeah.
Right. That's what a circle is there for, to hold each other up, and help everyone progress. Like if everyone, if you rock with me, if you're telling me, you calling me sis, you telling me I'm your family, you telling me that you love me, I don't feel like that it should be a task for you to just share something that I may have created, or share something that I may be doing. Yes, I do the tie-dye socks. Are tie-dye socks for everyone? No. And I know that. Some people will buy them, some people won't. But those people who rock with me that aren't really into the tie-dye socks, maybe they're 400 or 500 or 1,000 followers. Somebody on that list will like them. So would I like for them to just share it on their stories and say, hey, you know what? Check out my friend. She's making these tie-dye socks. Check out my friend. She's doing these earrings. Check out my friend. She's making a t-shirt. I don't see, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there's several people in the chat that have bought socks from me, and bought multiple pairs of socks from me. And I really appreciate that, because without you, I there would be no me when it comes to making these socks, or making these t-shirts. And those are the people that you know are riding for you. Like, not only did they purchase socks, but they also share the socks, and they also, when people ask questions about the socks, they reply back to these people that I didn't know, because there's some of their followers saying, hey, this is where I got them. And I think that the village needs to support each other. So if Hella is opening up a cupcake business, I'm going to support that. Like, yo, Hella got these bomb cupcakes. Try these cupcakes. I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna put it on Twitter. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm gonna put it on whatever social media outlet that I'm on, because guess what? It's not gonna cost me anything. But what, 2 seconds? I'm on social media anyway, so it's not like I'm wasting any extra time, because we all live with our phones in our hands and stay on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook anyway. Q has a YouTube channel. Q is a personal trainer. I don't know how many people know that, but she has, all of that information out there, and we should be sharing that, because you never know who may be interested in that. You know what I'm saying? And it'll help bring her business. It'll help boost her image. It'll help boost her brand. And guess what? It's free. It's free. It doesn't take you but a second to turn around and share that. Say, hey, look at this. Look what's going on. Look what I tried out. I got these socks from so and so. Or look what I tried out. I got this picture frame that so and so made. Like, I bought so much stuff from people on Instagram, people that I don't even know, but something that I saw on somebody else's page, because guess what? Their friend, their family member, their circle shared it and said, hey, check this out. This is what my friend is doing.
Right.
Yep. Mrs. Evans wanted to know if you'll be making any more bracelets, Danny.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I do have a lot more bracelets that I have to upload on the site. My bad on that, because I got so overwhelmed with a lot of orders for socks, and I'm trying to juggle that with my regular 9 to 5 job. But I will be taking pictures, because I do have thousands of bracelets that are already made. Plus, I have ideas in my head about other bracelets that I do want to make. So, soon as I upload all of that, you'll see me posting about it, and you'll probably see Hella and Word and whoever else posting about it as well.
I ain't posting nothing. But you should take because you have a lot of bracelets made, because I don't know if people know you were doing that way before you even got to the socks. And you should do maybe like put like maybe like 15 or 20 bracelets and take a picture and put it on your DM and let people hit you up. You know, that way do like a sale on some of the ones that are one-on-ones.
That was my first venture before I even got into the tie-dye socks. I started doing the bracelets. Basically, I started doing the bracelets because I was trying to raise awareness for breast cancer, which is something that I'm passionate about, that I walk in every year. And a way for me to get people to donate their money was for me to give them something. So to make them feel like they're getting something for the money that they're donating. So I made lollipops, I made bracelets, I made t-shirts, you name it. Like, I literally was walking around with a basket, like Little Red Riding Hood, everywhere I went, and people would stop me and buy this stuff. So that transcended into the whole bracelet business, and then it just branched out from there.
I like what OTB said.
What? What do you
OTB
say?
said we should have an engagement chat with everyone who does YouTube and active businesses. I mean, hey, yeah, OTB, start that up. I'll join. Like, that's an awesome, because like people do the engagements for sneakers, but why not do one for the businesses? Because there are like, I'm definitely bad at social media, even though you see me spatting. Like, I don't look at it, because once I get sucked into that hole of social media, I won't get anything done. So I do tend to miss a lot of people's stuff. And like, I get a lot of people I follow from Danny, because Danny will tell me, I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, okay, I won't follow them. Like, Danny's the social butterfly. She knows everybody. So if somebody doesn't tell me, it's hard for me sometimes to know who to follow. But like I said, I try to support anyone, as long as you're not trying to gouge the pockets. I'm po over here. Actually, no, I got money, because I ain't hitting on no shoes. So now is the time to get my business. I can't cop a shoe for my life.
I should have
where the bot sellers.
Word. I should have wrote notes down on this, because like we've been talking about this for almost 2 weeks now, like amongst ourselves, and just going back to like putting myself out there. So like, my family is crazy. When I when I was a finalist for the Monday Midsole battle, like my cousin was reposting that picture and telling everybody to vote, but when it comes to YouTube, I think I haven't really put it out there to my family. I mean, some of my sister knows, some of my cousins know, but like I haven't pushed it out there. And today I was gonna put it on Facebook, but I guess I'm just trying to hold on to word. I guess I'm
She's
just
so
trying
extra.
to hold on to something that like I should put myself out there and get the
Mm-hmm.
support of my family now that, you know, we have support of our friends on Instagram and you know, fellow YouTubers. But I think that's a huge part of getting support initially is like putting yourself out there. But I'm trying to reiterate the fact that it's super hard, at least for me, you know, to put myself out there because it's like, well, is my uncle or aunt gonna see this on Facebook and then, you know, call my dad up like, hey, your daughter's on YouTube? Like, hold on, wait.
I mean, we're not doing anything crazy.
I
Right.
mean, exactly. I'm really not. But I think once I get myself in a place where I can do that, I think
Right.
well, we could have the potential to grow exponentially.
Right.
Right. Yeah, everybody get your shirts. I just want to go on record to say that all of us, we buy each other stuff. Like, just because we're tight, we don't just give each other free stuff, or we don't ask for it. If we do give it, it's just because we're giving it. But I went on the website and bought a pair of Danny's socks because she was taking forever to do my Lakers socks. You
She's
guys
a
can thank
lie.
me for the Laker combo. I told her since the media days came out that I need socks, and finally, after I placed an order through the website, she did them.
Listen,
I got to place an order through a website in my own house.
she
You
is
angry?
so
None of you guys are above it. Stop with the DMs and go to the website and place that order. I paid for shipping and everything.
she is so annoying. I was like, why did you do that? You're so extra.
That's funny because
Extra,
right
extra,
after
extra.
she bought some, I bought some, even though I've sent Danny socks to practice on. And so I was
Yes.
like, yeah, I'll just buy some anyways. I didn't have to, but you know, I wanted to.
I think Miss DMV Soul Order like
Interwebs.
cleaned out all the socks that I had at one point in time, and I had to do a whole nother sock line because she bought one of every color that was on my site. I was like, Lord Jesus, this one's about
Right.
to kill my fingers because
Shout out
rolling
to
them
Miss
socks ain't
DMV.
easy.
Couldn't get no cuddle time. 3 a.m. working on socks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. She be up
No, but
late
I
night
love her.
working on them socks.
Miss DMV is like she supports anybody, all of her friends, anybody she knows that
Right.
is doing something that is leaving their mark on the world. She is one that will buy, she will share, she will post, she will support you. Q the same way. Everybody, like pretty much everybody that's in this chat, they do that. Like, and everybody that a lot of people that are in this chat, they all got their own thing going on. Like Mo,
Mhm.
full size run. He got an app where it's like your sneaker closet, your virtual sneaker closet on your phone. I have it on my phone. I got about 200 and I don't know 60 something shoes scanned in there. Still got a lot more to go.
Yeah, download that
So,
unbox app. Hit me
so
up. I
if
got
you
friend
got an
codes.
iPhone, download it. If you got an Android, sell your
Get an
Android to get an
iPhone.
iPhone and download it.
Get rid of those green bubbles. Oh,
We
Okay.
don't do green bubbles around here.
no, we
No
don't.
group chat around here unless you
Right.
got that iPhone. Ain't
Like
nobody getting on WhatsApp.
anybody that got a YouTube, drop it in the chat so we all can follow. Y'all sub up,
You
check
got
in from
McFly
time
to
to time.
2K.
I know everybody has a life, so even if you can't catch it live, you can always go back and rewatch it. I think What the Sneakers has a show. Like I said, Q the Queen has a show.
My bro
E
BX got
money.
a show tomorrow at
Get
7 before
BX,
the midsole.
Money, like we all got something going on, and our extracurriculars, things that we do to leave our mark on the world outside of our everyday 9 to 5 and regular family life. Just we gotta keep it going. We are a community because we all come together, because we're linked through shoes. And we also have these other things that we bring to the table, not just the shoes. Oh, yes, OTB. He has
Yeah,
a new podcast with Mr.
Mr.
Jones.
Jones.
So they're
Which
they're
we need
starting
to
their
get them on
thing.
the show. We
Right.
gotta talk behind the scenes.
They're creating their mark on the world, their mark on the community. So sub up to that. whoever in this chat has something posted in the chat so we all can follow. We
Oh,
all
shout
can
out to Tay.
subscribe.
She did I think she did an episode
Yes.
today with
Yes.
talk with her. Yeah.
Yes. And Tay is a tech geek. I am as well, but I'm not gonna do your website. So she said if you need a website, holla at her.
If you need your Verizon remote program, call Danny anytime.
Do not call me.
Do not call her.
You're gonna get that disrespectful tech agent.
She will help you find the input button.
But we need to lift each other up. We need to keep the momentum going because we all we got. We all we got.
Right. And that was another spinoff of this. As far as support, it also goes for me into using your platform. So like for me, I was saying, so back, like last year around this time, I was in the hopes of starting a store with a past friend of mine. It didn't end up working out. I won't get into that. But when we were doing the store and we were trying to gather, clothing brands, I reached out to, Kick because, Kick had awesome hoodies, like quality, amazing. And I know he was trying to get his brand. And I reached out to him like, hey, do you want to get your stuff in the store? You know what I'm saying? Work something out. So it's like, if you have these platforms, like if you got a store, if you got a show, if you got all these things, we gotta build each other up. Like I had a friend, I shouted out Remix Your Kick. She has a store, a web store, which she now just bought her first brick and mortar. And she put it out there in our custom group that there's a kid, he's 14 years old in high school, and he's just starting out doing customs. He does a lot of customs for his football team and, friends and family. And, he was just trying to generate some business or get some practice going, whatever. And he reached out to me wanting to buy some stencils. And, he didn't have that much money. He said he was waiting to get paid. And I just, I went ahead and sent him the stencils. And I was like, don't worry about it. Like, we gotta, like he's amazing for being 14. Like, I wish I started when I was 14. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta build up the youth, especially. We gotta build up each other and promote each other and give each other a platform. That's why we say, if anybody ever wants to come on our show and talk about what you're doing, what you have coming up, talk about, any kind of business or anything, like hit us up. Like we're down to have anybody on the show. This is open. Even if like you might not talk to me personally, but you talk to Hella or Danny or whatever, like it's 100% professional. We want to see everybody flourish. I don't have, malicious intent for anybody in my heart. Even if, we don't talk, it doesn't mean I want to see you do bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Since we sharing, who want to do my homework?
I'm gonna take
you
you right off of this stream. You do your own homework. God damn it, you don't learn that way.
If you want a solid D, I got you. Solid D.
Y'all disrespectful.
No, you
disrespectful.
You do your own learning over there, Missy.
Where's the support of my community?
Do your homework. I'll do your homework. You do these shoes.
I'm allergic.
Yeah.
Ooh, you
BX
are.
and is live tomorrow at 7. We shouted you out, BX. You must have stepped out, Mr. Biggie.
I didn't even know BX had a channel.
Right. He's famous now and whatnot. He on shows with Kid and Play.
Oh, y'all sleep. I've been new BX had a channel. Heard you.
Well, it just goes to show you he hasn't put himself out there.
Right.
No.
Oh, that was another, like, even though we're beating the subject, that was another thing I had like questions about, or I felt weird about people. Like, we're all grown, so if you have like Hella said, we all respect each other's opinions and views, and if one of us doesn't rock with someone, we don't expect each other to not rock with that. So I feel like there's a lot of people who try to stay loyal to their their circle, which obviously you stay loyal to your circle, but it also doesn't mean that if someone in your circle has a falling out, you have to cut off that person. So I don't understand where like people feel like they can't support without offending their friends, I guess, so to say. Like, if you're really my friend, you're not going to make me choose who my other friends are, and you're going to understand. For me, if you're my friend, the only thing I require of you is to never let someone kick my back in. If I had a falling out with Hella, I wouldn't be like, oh, Danny, that's it, that's dead. You can't talk to Hella. I just know that Danny would never let Hella talk ill of me or vice versa. So that's all I worry about.
Facts. OTV. And then like we stress this a lot, but our DMs are open. You can come and you can talk to us about anything and everything. I I had a couple of conversations this last week with, people who I value their opinion. So I messaged them and said, hey, can you take some time so that we can talk? And then, me and Danny and Ward, we talk pretty much every day. But we just want to reiterate that, like, you guys can come and talk to us. Exactly. No sliding in the DMs. Don't slide in the DMs. You can talk to us about
Danny,
what's
get the
going
knives out.
but I like having conversations on Instagram, about sneakers, about the community, about whatever's going on, and I have these conversations often. But I feel like if our viewers felt a certain way about something that Word said or something that Danny said, and you feel like you can approach them, there have been many times where people approach me about something that one of us has said or done, and I come to them, I say, hey, this is how somebody is viewing what you did. And then, she could, either one of them can take it from there. But I feel like,
You got a sugarcoat. It's more than likely me.
more
Everybody
than likely it's
yeah,
you.
like, I think everybody thinks that I'm something like I'm probably the nicest one out of this grouping. Not to say that they're mean, but they are very low tolerance. I take a lot. It takes a lot for me to get to a point where I go off. So never feel afraid to approach me. I'm not just gonna like spaz on you and then be like, oh, get out of my face. Like, that's not me. I probably don't even know that I did something wrong or something's going on. And that's like the thing. Like, even me and Danny have had that conversation where she might be mad at me for something, and I'm like walking around for 2 months and I don't know. Like, you know what you did? No, I don't know what I did. If you tell me now, I know. You know.
Yeah. We are really easy to. We might seem like we're not approachable, but we are. Especially Danny. Danny is the social butterfly of this whole entire group.
She try to pretend like she don't like people, but I spend hours in Walmart talking to strangers because of her.
People like to talk to me.
Yeah, I think pretty much every time I've gotten together with them and gone to like a sneaker con, like we will stay at a booth because she's talking to the person, and I'm like, all right, babe, I gotta use the bathroom, let's go.
Yeah, Hella had to go tinkle in DC, and I was just not listening at all.
Me and Dan had to go pee, and we were just like, come on, Word. But yeah, we can.
I can't help it if I had autographs to sign.
She famous, so
whatever.
But that's pretty much all I have to say about support. I don't know if Danny, Word, you have anything else you want to say?
I mean, the main thing we want to do is support Saturday, July 18th, my birthday. I'm mad that they moved the 12s, so you guys can't get me that, but there's a plethora of other gifts that you can partake in. I'm not above any gift, large or small.
Birthdays.
Gifts.
Birthdays. Money spent. Look. What? No.
I gotta put the dunks on the list for Danny to start shopping.
Dunks? I'm not buying no dunks.
You know what your job is on birthdays.
You got it twisted.
I need those Brazils. If everybody chips in $5, I might be able to pay them retail.
I'm a print out a picture of them Brazils for you and put it in a box with a bow.
Right.
And she would do that too.
Sure would.
But thank you to everybody who waited on us with their technical difficulties. Thank you to the people who
was paying her internet bill. Cough, cough.
Hey Miller. Thank you to the 24 people who gave us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. And shout out to the people who decided they were gonna come to our channel before our show. Give us a whole
dislike.
It's cool.
Like, you mean to tell me you watched all our episodes in 5 seconds? That is awesome talent.
Right.
Awesome talent.
We pay attention to our numbers. Just saying. But shout out to you guys for coming, or you guys.
We'll have you on the show.
Who?
Whoever likes to dislike.
Oh, I'm like, wait, who?
We can discuss it. Let's discuss why you dislike us.
Let's discuss. Or just leave it in the comments. We respond to comments, guys.
We do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm trying not to respond to comments anymore.
I am
Before
go ahead.
Before we go, I just wanted you guys to know that I have been working behind the scenes, and as far as the tie-dye sock movement, that's what I'm calling it, because everybody has been supporting me. So when I first started, I had a pretty generic packaging, and thank you guys for rocking with me through that. I was trying to get my good foot in the ground, but I have put some thought into this, and I think that I've come to what my final packaging is going to be. So you guys are getting the first look of what my new packaging will be. So anybody who orders socks now going forward will see this new packaging. Sorry to anyone who's ordered already and got the other packaging. I still think it was cute, but I think this is a little better. So it's basically gonna come kind of like a little sock candy pack. So you have your size there. This is a medium, of course. That's why you see the M. This is one of my blue tie-dye socks, and then on the back you got the little nutritional facts of what is in the package. So you get my name, the serving size, which is 2 pairs of socks. You get the breakdown of what the socks are made of, and you get my little website and washing instructions. So this is
awesome.
what
Who did that?
This is what it's going to be. I'm trying to leave my
Who
little
came
mark
up with
and
that packaging? That packaging is fire.
set me
her
out.
old packaging. This is what we
Yes.
got.
Don't do me like that.
That's the friends and family packaging, apparently.
Right.
Don't do me like that. I still love y'all. Everyone who supported me before the new packaging. So anything going for, but the socks are still dope. Anything now, you guys are gonna get your little like candy packaging.
I said it looks like the latest marijuana packaging.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be the one to bring it up.
I think people support marijuana, and we're gonna go ahead and say that's what it looks like.
Oh, facts! I'm going to be ordering more. Don't worry, and I better not get the friends and family packaging. As much as I loved it, I want the real packaging.
Just throw our stuff in the ShopRite bag.
So that's what I wanted to share with you guys.
They said I got the across the water packaging.
y'all really roasted me right now. It's all love, though. I still love y'all.
You got that Wuhan special.
I was stumbling. I was like, I need to figure out that I made these socks and everyone was interested, and then I had to find a way to get them packaged. So that was the first thing that I saw. But after doing some research with Word,
matches your personality.
Yes, at the
CBD edible socks. Yes, I love
it. Working with Hella and Word, they helped me with the idea. Hella found the
packaging,
holographic packaging, and Word came up with the idea of the ingredients like candy or whatever. And this is what I'm going to run with. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyone who orders socks, anybody who's already ordered socks and orders more socks, you'll get the new cool packaging.
You see it here first. If you see it somewhere else, let us know.
Just know that's me. That's what I'm putting out there in the world, and I did it. And I thank you all for supporting me.
That's Word.
Yes.
Final thoughts.
I still have the raffle going for the Sakai Chunky Dunk. I think there might be like 8 slots left. It's $30 a piece, but you get the whole free shoe. I'm trying to get that filled up. If I can't get it filled up within this week, I'm just gonna go ahead and whoever has already entered, I'm gonna raffle it. So if it's only 20 people, so be it. It betters their chances. I'm just gonna go ahead and raffle it because I don't want to keep dragging it out. Unfortunately, I am set to get surgery possibly at the end of this month on my neck. So I'm going to be down for the month of August possibly. So that's why I'm trying to bang out any customs I have. And, I'm going to be on a hiatus and probably taking orders for September. So unfortunately, I'm all booked up. So if anybody needed something for August, I apologize. I can refer you to someone who I promise you is good. But, I gotta do what I got to do to get my health right. So you guys will probably see me on a couple of shows in a neck brace. If you talk about me, I will find you.
Okay, guys, that's our show. And as I said before, I am Hella Laced. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all hella laced. Go ahead, Word.
It's Word Customs. You can find me at Word Customs with a 0 for the O on Instagram. Just Word Customs on Twitter and Facebook, and the Mature Kids on YouTube, of course. Subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell their friend and their cousins.
And start getting those orders in. You can start placing orders now if you want to reserve slots for September for football season that we hopefully have. And everybody say a prayer that we sign Dak before the 15th, because I'm tired of this. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes for messing us up.
Hey, listen, you interrupted Hype Bay. I'm gonna have to cut you off now.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm Danny Nicole. Everybody calls me Danny, but Caramel Wonder on Instagram, Caramel Wonder on Twitter. You know where to find me. My DMs are open if you ever want to talk about anything. My link to my products, my socks and tie-dye shirts and regular shirts with the sneaker heart on it, all on the links that's in my bio. You also can find the links in the description. I believe Hella always types all that stuff out for us. And I appreciate her for that. And I think that is about it. And I'm out.
Word.
Are we keychains?
Yeah, you did last week.
Oh, okay.
But are we gonna do the sneaker battle next week, or are we gonna come back at another time?
Yeah, we're gonna do the sneaker battle. Yeah, I was supposed to do the sneaker battle this past Sunday, and I had a couple of situations I wasn't feeling it, and I didn't want to give a half-ass show. So definitely we're gonna come back next week. I'm trying to line some things up for a special battle, but at the least we're gonna have the battle of the Travis Scotts that I've been putting off. So next Sunday at 7, we're trying to keep it uniform. So every Sunday at 7, this week is the show, next week will be a battle, and keep going it that way. So every Sunday, 7 p.m., check us here, either for a battle or for a show.
And then go ahead and show them the keychains one more again.
Am I knocking stuff over? Hold up. Where they go at?
She's so unprepared.
Well, I didn't know that I was going to be showing stuff. Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Oh, there goes Danny with the fancy packaging again.
I can't find the other one at the moment, of course. But, here's one. It says Mature Kids on it. They're going to come. You can either get it on a keychain or you can get it on a little hang tag for your sneaker. There's also one that looks like the Rugrats. I'm gonna post them and I'm gonna post it in the Mature Kids stories. We're selling them for $5, which includes shipping. Basically, we're just doing it as a way to give something to you guys and use the money, towards like equipment and stuff. Like we want to get mics. We want to do, as we go on, we want to do a more professional show. So like mics and webcams and stuff like that. We are not at the point to get donos just yet. So. But in my opinion, this is the better way. I'd much rather give you something for helping us out as opposed to, just asking for money. So we appreciate you. I'm going to throw them up on the website, which the link will be in my bio, and it should be on the Mature Kids too. And also you can hit any of us in the DM if you want to get one and, like do Cash App $5 or whatever. Just, send your address and all that good stuff.
All right. We shall see you guys next Sunday with the battle.
Yes.